Hello, it's Rosemary here. How you doing? Now, this one I was thinking through on Valentine's Day, and I know you're probably not going to be listening to it on Valentine's Day, but nonetheless, the lesson, it still applies. So listen in. There comes a day in everyone's life when they realize that learning to love yourself is pretty important, okay? As I say, it applies every single day of the week, yeah? It's usually after years of living to the agenda of the masses and realizing that there's no reward to be found there, and then suddenly people remember that their own opinion is actually quite important. I've seen far too many people walking through life living to an antiquated idea of self-love being the last thing you're allowed to do after you've loved that distant God over there, and then you bend to the will of the masses, and then finally, if you have anything left, you can love yourself. Really? This is what many do actually believe, and they live to that, okay? And is it any wonder then that lots of people live a small life as they try to satisfy the whims of the many instead of looking within for their own truth? A life of impact and changing lives can only be built on a foundation of love yourself first, because it's only as you love yourself that you can choose to love others as you love yourself, okay? How can you love anyone when you've not learned to love you? Think about it. How can you build a successful life, a successful business if you don't value your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own desires? How can you change other people's lives when you've not taken a healthy look at your own life? It is time, okay? It is time for you to repent, turn around, man, and to stop despising what God has called good. And here are a few ideas for you to consider. Number one, start to remind yourself of why you love yourself, okay? Yes, I know. It goes against the grain for you to big yourself up, but do it anyway. Strengthen yourself by reminding yourself about what makes you good and worthwhile and worthy of a life you love. You can no longer look outside of yourself for approval. Give yourself approval for the person you are today. You've gone through a lot and you are still standing. Do you get that? There is still a lot you want to do, absolutely. And the only reason why you will do it is because of who you are today. Who you are today is actually good enough to make anything you set your mind on happen. So go on, remind yourself of why you love yourself. You need that confidence boost to step into the day and do what must be done. The other side of this is that you will always judge others by the same standards that you judge yourself. So if you feel that you come up unworthy, you will notice all the unworthy people around you and wonder why you can't find people you can trust. It's because you're getting an external mirror of what you already see inside of yourself. So start by loving yourself, and then as you love yourself, love others as well. Okay? You may think it's selfish to love yourself first, but it's only as you do it that you're able to extend love to others rather than judgment. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, love your body. What does a love of body look like? The food you eat, the amount of exercise you get, the care you take in dressing yourself. All of this can show that you love yourself or that you don't. Okay? To be honest, I do struggle a lot with the whole what to eat and how to exercise and all of that kind of stuff. I managed to get over the way I dress, that part over recent times. I kind of got over that. I still remember being considerably more overweight than I am currently after having my children and all of this, and choosing to hide myself in all kinds of frumpy clothing because I hated what I saw in the mirror. And finally, I noticed what I was doing. I started to care for the way I looked, which in turn helped me get some of my eating under control, as well as the fact that I was just too busy to eat while building my business anyway, and at least at that point. And all the running around ensured that I got a lot of exercise, yeah? However, now I do live I'm building a more sedentary business, as I can run it all from my home, in my pajamas, in my bed if I want to. But I recognize that that's not loving my body the way I need it to, and I know that I'm on a big mission, so I need to take care of my body. So I'm in the process actually of finding a coach to work with who will help me get my diet, my exercise under control. I do this because I know that I must love my body if I want it to last long, and so must you. So how do you currently treat your body? Number three, love the work that you do. This is another area where people settle for any work they can find. And yet, this is where we'll spend most of our life. Most of our time is going to be spent doing work, okay? Is it any wonder that you struggle to love yourself if you spend hours of your day trapped in work that you don't even like? You are permanently telling yourself that you're not worth the effort of finding work you enjoy. Or worse, you're telling yourself that you're not good enough to do work that you enjoy. Really? Is that what you want to have going around in your subconscious? So it will leave a dent in your self-esteem, okay? No, it's not easy to create a life where you only engage in things that take your fancy, but you have to give yourself a chance, surely, okay? There's always a way if you'll dare to look for it and do the work to make your life be something you wake up to with joy, yeah? You really are worth the effort of trying, don't you think? Really, think about it, as well as all the people you will impact as you start to live your true life rather than one that is being forced on you by circumstance. Please remember, there really is always a way. It may not look like you expect it to, but it will be good and exactly right for you. Think about it now. What would work you love look like? Share it in the comments if you like. I can give you a few pointers on how to actually get it started. Okay, number 4, design relationships that uplift you. Loving yourself will mean opening up your heart to receive love from others. And though you're not dependent on that love from others, you can still be empowered by it, okay? No man or woman was created an island. We're all part of one universe, one body, and so we do well in conjunction with our people. Okay, our people, not just every single person. Everybody's not your person. And sometimes even your family are not your people, okay? And it may seem scary at first to acknowledge when long-held relationships are no longer empowering and uplifting you, and a sense of loyalty may seek to keep you kind of in place, but you need to love yourself enough to determine who you want to spend your time with, more of your time with at least, and you love yourself enough to stay away from, or at least limit your exposure to disempowering relationships, okay? Number 5, let go of the past. The past has happened. Nothing you do right now is going to change that. Embrace what is and let go of what was. Your past has helped form who you are, but you are still the one in control, okay? You are still the one that gets to determine if negative memories will continue to bring you down, if what he did or she did or they did will continue to define the course of your future. Do you really want that? I don't think so. Or you can love yourself enough to forgive what needs to be forgiven and embrace what will lift you up. I don't care how deluded it makes you feel to only hold on to the positive parts of your history. Do it anyway, okay? Most people just hold on to the negative parts, so why not just hold on to the positive parts? It will empower you more, yeah? Design a more empowering story to live from, and forgive yourself, forgive others, move forward. You are not a victim of your past, okay? Number 6, stop seeking the approval of others. The desire to be part of a tribe, it's so strong within you and all of us. And so you may find yourself seeking the approval of people who don't have your best interests at heart. And the truth is, most people, even those who love you, they don't have your best interests at heart. They want to do what is best for the tribe, okay? And I know you've been trained to believe that that is the selfless way to live. It's a good and moral way to live, but that's not true, okay? It is just a truth that some prefer to live by. And it means they never have to do anything too scary, like stand against the tide of popular opinion. Yeah, but you are a leader, okay? And you probably struggle to fall in line anyway, and that's okay. Be courageous, find your own path despite popular opinion. It may seem lonely for a season, but then you'll find the right people for you if you will choose to be unapologetically who you really are. Okay? Number 7, design your own life rather than comparing yourself with others. Stop looking at the sound bites of other people's lives and thinking that that's the full story. In fact, just stop looking and create your own life, a life that you like. Okay? It doesn't have to look like anybody else's. So why bother lurking on social media platforms and trying to glean what this or that person you admire is up to? Instead, get deliberate and create your own life. A life that you love, a life that others can look at if they want. Okay? Love yourself enough to design your own life and be a producer rather than just a consumer of what everybody else is kind of putting out there for you. Number 8, do more things that you love and eliminate things you dislike. All things are possible. You just have to decide what you want and take the steps to eliminate other alternatives and include instead the options that you do want. It doesn't all have to change at once, if that is what scares you. Instead, you make a list of things you no longer want and things you would like to have, to be, to do in this one life that we get, okay? Then deliberately start to eliminate the don't wants and add in the, yes, I do want these, okay? You have to get deliberate about this as you learn to love yourself. Yes, some people may tell you that you're being selfish trying to only do things you want to do, but frankly, you have to stand your ground and design your own life. You are the only one that gets to live it, and you get to choose whether you think it's selfish or not. It's not, okay? I can tell you that right now, but you have to completely believe that, okay? Number 9. Learn how to make mistakes. I know it seems counterintuitive. We've been trained to avoid mistakes like the plague and to beat ourselves up when we make them. Instead, embrace the fact that in order for you to grow, it's inevitable that you will make a mistake, or maybe even 20, okay? Don't allow your mistakes to define your life in a derogatory way, but see your mistakes as an indicator of your growth, because they are, okay? Only stagnant people, the norms, make no mistakes at all. Okay, so of those 9, which you might need to listen to this video again or listen to the audio again, depending on what you're listening to, you made I want you to tell me, which of these do you want to work on the most? And put it in the comments. Which of these are you going to work on the most? Okay. Or do you need to work on the most? Okay. Okay. And listen, guys, if you need some support, if you want an ongoing, posse of people who have your back, then you want to be with us in the Deliberate Millionaire, where you get training on how to promote your business, how to promote yourself, how to generate leads for your business and to start making sales, as well as the fact that you get the ongoing support that will keep you moving forward, keep you loving yourself, keep you generating leads, keep you doing the work you need to do to get the success you want, to become a deliberate millionaire, whatever that means for you. Okay, success is, of course, individually defined. You get to define what that looks like, but we can help you, take you to that next level. So if you are interested in finding out more about the Deliberate Millionaire, the Fast Track Business Mastermind group that I run, and I'm in there every day helping business owners take their business up a notch, basically, or a whole lot of notches, then you need to go over to rosemarynonny.com/DM lifetime and come work with me. It'll be great. It'll be great fun. Okay, then, until the next time, fight for, create the life, the business you want, because you absolutely can. So give yourself the chance and love yourself, yeah? Okay, then, bye.